Ooh, it's time to summon some awesome Yu-Gi-Oh figures from Target. Ooh, let's get into them. Let's summon them all and enjoy some awesomeness here, shall we? Exodia thinks so.
I hate this channel.
Yu-Gi-Oh, the king of games. These limited edition figures, PhatMojo, at Target. They just started popping up, and for the last couple weeks, I'm finally uploading the video. But they look pretty cool. We found these ones. We found 3 in one store, and then later on we saw 2. And we're like, ah. And then, of course, a week went by, and like, of course we're missing you-know-who, but what's this? Summon the god of Ra, winged dragon of Ra, the big fiery chicken himself. So it's pretty neat. They have blue eyes. We'll take a look at the. I like the little art on the packaging on the back. It looks really nice. And they come with collectible cards. Good to know it's Yu-Gi-Oh. And we're just gonna show off everything. Blue eyes, white dragon. You know, and the blue eyes ultimate dragon from the greatest character in the series, and probably one of the best characters, if not the greatest character, Seto Kaiba himself. And speaking of Kaiba, Blue Eyes Little Dragon, we have Obelisk the Tormentor, the second best of the Egyptian god cards. It looks pretty cool. I love, again, the art on these are actually pretty nice. That looks really good. It's simple. It's not the greatest thing, but it looks really good. And they're fully articulated and posable. You know, sort of. And Slifer, Osiris, the best of the god cards. Sorry. He's the coolest looking. He's amazing. The effect is cool. Oh, God, these things were so cool back in the day. And they still are. Yu-Gi-Oh! Surpassed Pokemon years ago for me. And I feel like a lot of my buds too. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just that awesome. And here's Ra, Winged Dragon Ra. So unlike McDonald's, we were thinking it was going to be another McDonald's thing where they had the Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. We couldn't find Ra. We got everyone but Ra. And it was going to be like, oh, of course, what is it this year? We can't get Ra. And then suddenly, hey, there's Ra. Guess we have to. So that's why the opening and everything is kind of different. We had a little summoning, which is kind of fun. And again, how y'all doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good time. Let us know who your favorite of these Yu-Gi-Oh monsters are. And of course, we can't forget Exodia, the Forbidden One himself. You know, all bulky. I like how these things all have like wings, except for like Obelisk and Exodia. They can just kind of sit there like fist fighting, like fighting game characters fighting each other. So that'd be kind of cool. Yu-Gi-Oh, the best. As I was saying, I know a buddy of mine back in the day who says Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be a big thing. We were big Pokemon fans. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. Pokemon's always going to be in. As time went on, Yu-Gi-Oh! For me did surpass Pokemon. Because I still kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. And they're showing you how to do. There's a little tail to stick back there, and you got to put him together. I mean, her. Sorry. You got to put her together. The blue eyes. So it looks pretty good. Nice and shiny, silvery looking. Stick the wings in. Whoop. Kind of like that. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Sorry. Oh, crap. We'll fix that. We got it. And then you stick the tail right up in that butt end. Right in that hole right there. Hey, what are you doing? I didn't say I was into... Oh, what? And there's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't know. These figures just look really cool. We got the little Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. We'll show that off in the normal ones. That way we have more time to show them with the characters and post something. Hopefully they'll do more than just Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey, which I find fascinating. There are no monsters for Joey in this, but they're all Yugi and Kaiba monsters. There's nothing here for Joey. So I feel kind of bad. Like, you can give us like a... Hopefully in the next wave they'll give us some monsters. If they do another wave, like Jinzo maybe, and Red Eyes Black Dragon. Hi, how you doing? So their articulations there are just, basic. Move the legs, the tail, the wings, the hands, the claws, the face. Rawr. Yeah, you can't really close the mouth type of thing there, so that would have been kind of a neat feature. But it looks really good. And then my buddy here, when filming, it had to look like he was summoning from the card on the back of the box. And then there's the card. It looks nice, just your basic Yu-Gi-Oh! Stock image. And also, but it's got a shine to it, and it's pretty neat. I believe they had it for the characters, too, for Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey. And it's just a nice little bonus. It's, if they're in good condition. Someone did not look out, but we'll get to that one when we get to that one. And there's what you gotta do to attach for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Open up and we'll see that there's little bits and pieces on top of there. For the tail again. Yay! Looks really good. Very silvery again. not very white, not very blue, but you know. But they look good, and again, put the wings in that way, and then the tail goes right into the hole again. Oh man. Sorry, ladies, I guess. And if you know, you know. And it just looks really good. So it's just kind of neat for these figures. For a cheap price, too. They're like, what, 20? That's not bad. And there it is. Summon the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So hopefully we can get more characters, too. Like, it would be nice to get my, you know, reasons. And maybe get, like, a Harpy, you know, figure or something like that from these guys. It would be cool to get Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician. I figure that'd be the next thing. A Harpy Lady, a Dark Magician Girl, Red Eyes. You know, Jinzo would be cool, but I don't know. Maybe like Gearfried or something like that. Too, like another warrior type would be awesome. But it'd be nice to get some monsters for Joey to summon. I don't think there's anything we have that we've collected over the last couple of years we've gotten. We have these cute little cube plushes. And there's nothing there that will work for Joey either. Unless he uses someone else's monsters. But, yep, there's the posing, there's the articulation for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Looked like it was on his back and you're sitting there tickling it. He was enjoying it so much. Very cute. Looks really good. These figures look really good, though, you know? And then there's the card. That's very blue right there, is it not? Looks really, really good. So just a fun little bonus there, and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. On to the next one. Ooh, there's big bad boy Obelisk, the Tormentor himself. Attaches wings there again, so he still has wings, but he's more of a less dragony, less look that the other ones have, so at least he'll go well with Exodia. Very blue. The only downside is this one very loose at the body. That is very, very loose, and which is a shame because Obelisk is so cool. You can do a lot of stuff like, and then Kaiba. But that body is like loose. You can jiggle him around, and he's very loose. But look, we summoned Obelisk. How do you summon Obelisk? Like, remember the new movie, The Dark Side of Dimensions, where he summoned Obelisk? That's how badass Kaiba is. That's how awesome he is. He was able to pull that off. But it's a shame he's very loose. And his articulation is the worst of the bunch, just because not only is that body extremely loose, but, I mean, this arm right here, that arm, like, you can bend this one pretty nicely. That one you can tell just by trying, so I don't even know if I want to heat it up or anything, but he only really needs the punch, right? Like, that one there, like, I just know if I try, that is going to break. And it's very tough, and like I just feel like the moment I do it, you're gonna hear that nice snap, and it's not a nice snap because you don't want that snap. But the other articulation is pretty fine for Obelisk. He's getting down on his knees because of defeat, and I'm like, no, Obelisk is like, well, maybe if he was going against Atem, but you know, probably. But then Kaiba wouldn't have it, and he'd be like, rematch again, bitches. Even going back to the past. I love him. And there's the Obelisk Tormentor card. Such good stuff. Yugioh is so good. Yugioh, like, Duel Monsters, GX, still love that. Even 5Ds was kind of okay. But, such a good thing. And then rest in peace, still hard to believe it's been a couple years for Kazuki Takahashi. The man was like, and there's to see his art improve over the years too, like how it just changed. So amazing. But that was Obelisk. We're on to Slifer, the Sky Dragon, the best of the God cards. Just, you know, how it is. Slifer is the coolest and the best. Or, as I should say, Osiris. Yeah, but we all know a Slifer, but Osiris is the OG. Original Slifer is the name of some executive that worked in the show, and they named it after him. Just like that Mammoth Gold Fine card. So it's kind of the only downside. It's like, But, you know, it is what it is. And there's the attachments. Put his tail in there because he is one big messy dude there. That guy coming down from the heavens with those mouths and the lightning, and just, he's scary. He's so cool. The design on Slifer is amazing. Plus that effect was always cool. Let's just show a little bit more of articulation there. A little bit of good stuff in the head. I mean, it's only what you can do with this. He's going to always kind of be posed like that. Just shame there couldn't be a way where you can, like, really pose with the body, but then that would cost more to, like, just move that, to bend his snake-like body in any other position or ways. But these are very nice for what they are. Whoop, he fell. And here's Slifer, the Sky Dragon's card. Nice and shiny. Looking good. Looking golden. Speaking of golden, we'll be having that one up next shortly, won't we? The big golden chicken from Merrick himself. I guess Merrick would be one too. What, I guess you can have my Merrick and I don't know, some other character. But here we go for the big fiery chicken himself, the Winged Dragon Raw, and then just showing how the packaging was kind of like that, unfortunately. There he is, and here's his little compartment for his bonus things. There's his wings, his golden wings. Stick them on just like the others. It's very fascinating how a lot of these have wings. But yeah, and then you gotta stick the tail right into the hole again, as always. These poor things. But they're gonna be summoned in battle. Ha 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 ha. And there he is. Still looks pretty good. Still looks really cool. That looks just like Raw. I mean, basic, just powerful looking. That'd be cool if we could find a way to get him in his, like, sphere mode and everything like that. Would be kind of cool. I guess just get, like, a golden ball and he'd be like, hey, look at that. You know, the Raw is like this form now. Ah. Give paw. Give paw. Move him back and forth like that. Raw looks pretty good. Move his head and the articulation and everything again. He looks good from all sides. Overall, I think these are just really nice figures. And it's nice that they obviously went the path with the God cards. You got to get the Egyptian gods in there. And of course, the blue eye stuff. And then Exodia will make sense. But you would think Dark Mission Girl should be coming. Hopefully, Dark Mission Girl isn't censored, though. But, yeah. Then you might as well just grab good figures from Japan where she isn't censored. Winged Dragon Raw's card. Looks really good. Golden. He's golden. The card is golden. And very nice. And we're happy that we had this for the because the video's been like, oh, well, 5 out of the 6. But now we get him, and he's wedged in there perfectly. You could have just had him there without you all knowing. No, we wanted to let you all know. Yugioh. And finally, the Forbidden One himself, Exodia, the big boy. 5 pieces put together, and unfortunately, this is the one where the box was and the card inside isn't going to be as pretty as the rest. But Exodia looks pretty badass. Breaking the chains that bind me. Breaking the chain. He looks cool from the back with the little things on the back of his head. And Exodia's look cool. It's a shame you couldn't, like, do a thing like with the Motu figures and, like, take the limbs out, the legs down, the head off. And then maybe be like, you can summon them and have, like, go with the left leg, right arm, left arm, the head. Summon Exodia, the Forbidden One. Yeah, I win. That would have been kind of cool, but he looks really cool. So again, these look like they could be perfect with a lot of other things. Fit in with other Egyptian things. You know, it doesn't have to be just Yugioh. I mean, it makes sense with Yugioh. But yeah, good articulation. He looks really cool. And it's Exodia, everyone. What more can I say? Help me. So he's trying to reach out and just showing off all the articulation. We're getting towards the end. Let us know what you think. If you see a target, get him. And again, that poor condition of that card. The only downside, but yeah, oh well. It is what it is, right? At least the figures are okay. And these are pretty neat. I hope they do more. I look forward to doing more. We'll show off the guys themselves. Have them posing with these at some point. And hey, look, draw. Do some of them. Yay! And again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed all this. And one last look at all of them. Yu-Gi-Oh is awesome. Long live Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, they agree. And oh, I guess we're trying to summon them again. And we summon Raw again, just to show you that we got Raw. Thanks a lot. Stay gnarly, my friends. Yu-Gi-Oh!